My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, beep, turn. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. So, I wonder if her dad regretted leaving her then. Hey, Kyoko? I might as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly covered box here. Seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it, but I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is, at the very end at least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box, took a deep breath, and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I allowed a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. The last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could possibly have imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Okay. So with the crack on the skull there, does that mean that... Because didn't the bones on the inside of the rocket ship we saw at the beginning of the game have a crack in the skull? Does that mean that the person who died at the very beginning of the game was the headmaster? He just thought, how could have you known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones, that body, that's my father. At least what's left of him. Are you serious? Is this Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. The same person very well may be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible he's, or even likely, he's somewhere in the school right now. Very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in those peaks since the killing game began are those 16 students. Trigo said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride in order to enter Hope Peak Academy. I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the Truth Plus section of your handbook. Now this picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, that's a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free from the past, and yet... And now to find something like this. What do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. A picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Or it's a picture, sorry. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. But that's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster has been added to the Truth Plus section of your handbook. Well, this is something. Headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitation given to the ultimate authority of the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? May I ask you a favor? A favor, what is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it's only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. Okay. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. Okay. Oh wait, wrong thing. Anyway. This isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. Problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some more time to myself. Or just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Well then, I'll see you later. See, I never would have thought... Is she really okay? Kyoko must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to her, the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. And the one leading the Hope Peak staff, and the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak Academy, or was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to those files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this is a killing game begin with... Okay. I'm not going to reread that. I've read it so many times already. You already know what it says. 15 of us made the main hall, and Mukuro to the mix, and add Mukuro to the mix, you got 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Hoko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. We know that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. It just has to be. I guess we can open up the lockers now. Theoretically, you know. Gosh. Oh, there's 2 more there. That leads to a total of 12 bolted up lockers. Oh, I didn't take a look at these. Can't imagine any way to get this lock to open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the card open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers. Okay. So does this mean let's just give it a try? I take out my handbook and write across the card reader, and then does it no lock? Maybe only lock is only, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Locker is totally disorganized. Burp belongs to, probably has the organization problems in every part of their lives. This is a crystal ball? Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. All kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked and no or and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is, he didn't do a lot of this stuff. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and as natural as possible, picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro. The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So it is this notebook. Locker notebooks. Okay, what about you? Beep. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we've got inside. I didn't see anything there. That might be a clue. Let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name or not, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing on it, so it could be important. Don't like violating owner's property or privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Host Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happened that it just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The plan is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. That's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belonged to Kyoko, then what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens that to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something to prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbooks, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? It said, what, despair walks among us and there are two or whatever? There's a second despair. Okay. Because, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So how am I seeing this? Are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro. A pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. What else do we have? I took the emergency handbook, ran across the card reader, and beep. Check the locker, open up. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nope, doesn't seem like anything that could be a clue. The emergency handbook ran across the card reader, and beep. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we've got inside. Don't see anything that might be a clue. I really want to know if one of these is my locker. I took the emergency notebook and ran across the card reader and beep. Looks like the locker opened up. Now let's see what we've got inside. Don't see anything that might be a clue. Can't imagine. Dang, okay. Yeah. So I'm so confused as to what the heck is. I mean, it would appear that my theory is correct. Okay. Wrong one. Okay. Let's check. Headmaster's room, biolab, data center. Okay. Biolab. Rooms with locked door. Okay. Oh, it's just saying rooms with locked doors. Okay. Headmaster's room, biolab, data center. Okay, there's so much going on here. So one, my theory about, at least about us going to school here is correct. We went to school for at least a year here. then the incident happened, and that led to, I'm assuming, we're the surviving students. Rec room, I don't believe there was any locked rooms on this floor. Oh, excuse me. So at one point we went to school here. I'm assuming we're we are the survivors of the tragedy that took place here. If there's more than one ultimate despair, then that means that they have
Hey, Makoto.
People have 2 ultimates then? Hey Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should have opened too, right?
But
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it, because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she's okay with me getting blown up. Easy dubs. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? All right, here goes nothing. I throw my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? Looks like some sort of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mock cockpit or a mech cockpit, right? Even would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
okay.
All right, let's start poking around at it. Whether I'm gonna start pushing buttons or whatever, I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever. Something like this. It was too late. You know, already been jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? Take a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room, of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. Must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, it's right next door. The room we're just in, that's where a strange noise came from. Probably go check it out. Yeah, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. There's probably gonna be Monokuma here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey, Gar, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina?
What?
Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera setup? I said, you don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess what I found, self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Oh, hey Mako, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
Huh?
What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. This control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Yoko's theory was right.
But
But if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have had to be true. But if that is true, It's a very polarizing approach, but okay, enough puns. Okay, again, we keep going back to that. Yes, there are only 16 people have walked into school since, separate from school or whatever. The mastermind, Monocumpus Puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they've set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, you want to leave soon? There are, lots of other places to check. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Click. As soon as the door data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot to grab the doorknob. I'll rattle. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just going around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. If that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room, as you may guess, that's where my controls are. So you're right, you're now being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Well, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. A hatch on the floor? Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigation. Meeting. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Woohoo! Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? If you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay,
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Nina took off at full sprint. I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. So I guess to the headmaster's office. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it. This will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. There are trophies and even a shield on the display. Where's the shield? Huh. I don't see a shield. There's a helmet. Whatever.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? Do you think I'll forgive that just because it's you?
Ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Fine, I'll talk to you. The bookshelves. Okay, you. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Okay. Class 78 student registry. It contains profiles of all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. I'd sense the rest of our profiles are listed in all here along with
In other
hers.
words.
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Oak Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ukusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry, she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why'd you ask me to explain every little thing? You can't read. You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as